Hi guys, so today I would like to introduce you guys on how to learn Japanese using manga with these two textbooks. So the first textbook is actually recently published textbooks. So this is approved by May Garden. So here you can read the English title, which is Learn to Read and Understand Manga with the Ancient Magus Bride for Japanese Learners. So if you know the Ancient Magus Bride manga or anime, so this might be the perfect book for you. So as you can see, it's actually quite like an A4 size. It's not like usual manga that is much more smaller like this, but essentially this is like a bigger version of this one. So you have the same layout, manga layout, which is you must read your book from right to left, and yeah, and all of these are in black and white because manga is most often black and white, unlike the Korean manhwa that is like usually colored. So let's take a look at this textbook. So first they have like some guide on how to use this textbook, and if you want to use this textbook by yourself, or if you want to use it in your class, so they have some kind of simple guide guiding you how to use this book. And then you also have a character design here, so we have Maho-chan and Yome-kun. Cute. Okay, so for those who are not familiar with how to read manga, they also give you this guide, so how to read it. So they have like comma frame, so you read it from right to the left and from the top also. So like this is number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's how you read manga, like this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's how you read manga, the layout, the read instruction. So you might have noticed that the manga section here is actually quite big, and they also have like space here. I believe that this space is created intentionally so that we can like some sort of notes, or if you want to write down a memo, maybe the grammar structure that you want to learn to know about more. And I think this is pretty brilliant because most often, like this manga, you have no such space. Yeah, it's small, as you can see, so you have no such space for that. So pretty cool. And then I cannot show much the inside because of copyright but after like one chapter, they will have this section where they can teach you, where they kind of ask you some questions. And like here is the mondai section, and then the discussion section, and then they also have like some sort of manga trivia, like fonto no chigai, what are the difference between when they use a bold font and when they don't use that. And they also have the answers right here, but you need to turn it upside down to read the answer. And that's it. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, maybe I will use it for my teaching. I mean, if I have some free time, I will definitely do that. And this is the price. Can you guys see? 2800 yen らしい。2,800 yen. Okay, so that is the first book. So the second book, I didn't buy this book, so I borrowed this from my university's library. So this is Using Manga to Understand Japanese Expression and Culture with the Tabeta family. So this is the Tabeta family, and this textbook is quite old but pretty cool. Anyway, you might have noticed here, so this doesn't follow the manga format like this book. So because you need to read it or use it from left to the right, and that is why you can see here the way to read this comic itself is different. So usually when you read manga, you read it from top right to here, right? But this one is different. They follow like a normal I think English comic. So you read it from here. So the structure is a bit different, and if you don't know how to read it, they actually give you some sort of guide here, pretty small, 1 2 3 4 5, and then there is 6 7 8 9 10 11 here. And even the dialogue, if you notice, they're written in yokogaki. They wrote it horizontally, unlike the normal manga, which is written usually in tategaki. Here, tategaki, vertically. And because this book is for Japanese learners, most of the dialogue is written in hiragana, and they also have this section under the page where you can see the like shochu, isumo, jibun, kanji, and they are free kana for you to learn. And I actually prefer this book more than this one, probably because of the content. From my perspective as a Japanese language teacher, I think this book is better to be used in a classroom, because you can teach culture, and also at the same time because the contents is something that everyday life contents. But this one is more like a magic fantasy. This is good if you want to learn it at your home by your own, and if you need help, you can ask your teacher or your Japanese tutor. I mean, pretty cool. Like maybe side, if I have some time, maybe I can use this. But for like main class, if I want to teach culture, what to expect, and so on, I will use this one more. Because let's look at this. So the first chapter, we have watashi, ore, jibun no koto nante. So they ask you about what to use. You know that Japanese has a lot of first personal pronoun. And in this book, so we have this guy. So this guy name, so he's an exchange student, and guess what his name is? So his name is Beef Jerky. So he used seisha. No watashi, no boku no ore, but he used seisha. Seisha は交換留学生のビーフジャーキーです。1年間のホームステイよろしくお願いします。And you know what? The Japanese, his homestay family is laughing because he used seisha. And it's so sad. なぜ笑うんですか？侍みたいに礼儀正しく話したのに。So on his behalf, he's like, I spoke like how samurai speak because I thought that is polite. And they was like, no, people don't use that anymore. Like, come on, this is not samurai generation anymore. And then this beef jerky guy found out that all of his homestay family members are using like different set of pronouns, like this oji-chan, this grandfather, the grandfather use washi, grandmother use watashi, the dad use boku, and the grandchildren, the guy I think is teenager guy use ore, and mother and daughter use atashi. And looks how beef jerky guy got so confused. And then the dad got a call from his company, and what did he use? He used watakushi. And then and okay, sorry. And then he saw like another people use jibun, and then he also like two JK high school students, girl high school students use ore. So he got so confused with Japanese. So I think this is a very good representation of how Japanese society works. It doesn't work like the usual textbook. Like you might say, oh, ore is for men, and well, takushi is more formal or some sort of that. But what is the situation that they use that? So this book, I think, gave a very clear presentation of that matter. So it's very cool. I mean, it's a good point to discuss in class, and they also give you like some sort of notes, like Sukahito no seikaku mora also. So it depends on the personality. Not everyone is the same, which is a very good point. And they also have exercises, more exercises on what you learn in chapter 1, and then we have more chapters here, and also exercises. And then, oh, this is interesting, this chapter is interesting. So they teach you a very different way to pronounce toilet. So if you go to Japan, you will see there's a lot of different way to pronounce toilet. Most often people will use like the normal toire, which is toilet, or we can use like otearai, or just powder room for women, or keishoshitsu. So I think that's just a very important thing to learn. Yeah, it's a very important thing to learn. And this is the things that you will not get in a normal textbook. Like you will not find this information in Mina no Nihongo, or in Marugoto, or in what else books I have used, or in like the EJU, the books to learn Japanese for EJU. This is something that you learn if you come here. So I love this textbook. I want to buy it, instead of borrowing it. I want to buy this textbook. And that's it so far from me. If you have any questions, or you want more books, you want to know about more books, comment and give me some like. Bye.